Joining me in the studio, Joe Martinkovich, the Executive Director of Australians for a Constitutional Monarchy. Joe, what were your impressions of the arrival?
Well, I thought it was spectacular. I mean, that well-balanced combination of pomp and ceremony with those unprecedented things of sort of going over and greeting the school children, I thought that was quite touching.
A royal visit will always fire some debate over the Republic. Do you think a visit by the Queen helps or hinders your cause as Director of Australians for a Constitutional Monarchy?
Well, I think that it certainly helps our cause. We saw it with Prince William, we're seeing it again now, and really it's that engagement with the people of Australia, people seeing her as what she is. She's the monarch of Australia. She's the Queen of Australia, not the Queen of the United Kingdom when she comes here, and people see her in that light. So combine that with her sense of service and duty, and I think people really connect with her.
Do you see the royal family still being relevant in how Australia is governed?
Look, the royal family is absolutely paramount. I mean, the crown itself is integral to our constitutional system, and without somebody to wear the crown, you can't have a crown. So they're important in that sense. But of course, it is her representative in Australia, the Governor General, who takes care of a lot of those responsibilities.
You mentioned William and Kate. Do you think their wedding shifted the argument somewhat?
The important thing to consider is the trend, and since 1999 there's been a definite trend against support for a republic, and we've seen that has spiked to further support for the monarchy since the visit has taken place and the royal wedding. So I think young people are taking an interest in saying, well, this institution that is integral to Australia, how is it relevant to me? And that's something perhaps they haven't considered before.
Why do you think they're considering it?
Well, really it's the exposure. I mean, we see removals of the symbols of the crown and so on in school. It's something that's not really talked about. So it's only when you see that they're exposed to things like the wedding and, royal visits that it actually spikes people's attention to consider these things.
How do you personally feel about the Queen's visit?
Well, I think it's important. At the end of the day, the thing that appeals to me first and foremost is our constitutional system. But having that, I suppose it's a certain element of celebrity to it as well. Having the monarch come and visit Australia, I think that's a wonderful thing, and I think that most Australians feel that way too.
Joe Martinkovich, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to other news now.